Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Manchester United.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter. He's Argentina's greatest number 9, without doubt. I don't think I've ever seen anyone strike the ball with such violence, if I can put it like that. We might well be seeing his iconic celebration in the next couple of hours.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Thailand clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
No, that's been intercepted. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Well timed, excellent interception. Del Piero. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Ibrahimovic. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. And it's Messi. Roberto Carlos. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And this is Ibrahimovic. He's had a shot! And it's come back out to him. Ibrahimovic! And now a sudden chance to counter. Costa Curta. Not the most accurate pass. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Played out towards the right wing. Ibrahimovic chasing after it. That has been cut short. Kökçü. And Owen! Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Tries to play it through. Oh, no joy this time. Played down the flank. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's picked it up out wide. Cross flung in towards the middle. Keeper's dealt with that. And it's Pirlo. And the shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Thailand clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Now it's Del Piero. Pressing high and with purpose. Rummenigge. Oh, that's well spotted. It's a really well-measured ball. And he's quick to return it. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw...
Ibrahimovic! Oh, that's a waste.
Ibrahimovic probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Costa Curta. And it's Kökçü. Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. Great vision. Otto receives it in a wide position. Out of play for a throw. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Rummenigge. Messi. And the shot! Goal! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And it's Pirlo. And here's Messi. Decent chance! No, just over.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Pirlo. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's in plenty of space here. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Messi gets into a good position. Plays it in low.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How would you review the first half?
Thailand's definitely happy with the way they've gone about things in the first half. Could they have turned more of their chances into goals? They can't let that be their regret now.
Thailand are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit to our official store, where memorabilia from today's match are now available.
Substitution in progress.
So off we go again. Thailand leading courtesy of the game's only goal. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. He steps in and that's the end of that. Davids.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's a good ball out wide. Oh, that was vital. Thailand do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need...
It's Ibrahimovic! Now, he's got space here. Messi. Ball's gone out of play. Lam gets over and intercepts. Pirlo. Del Piero is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. That looks a good ball through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Rummenigge. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Greenwood. And they win it back again. Thailand are still that goal to the good. Roberto Carlos. He's picked his way through. Thailand have their second corner now. Pirlo goes short. Back when it goes. Shapes to shoot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, nearly. Odo. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. Over to the right flank. That's where it came from. And this is Ibrahimovic getting up there! Oh, good finish! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed. to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, played right into his path. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Ibrahimovic. Gerrard. Oh, good spread. Well, that has not gone well. Searching pass he's played there. Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's found support out wide.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Substitution for Thailand.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. They're taking a moment to consider their options.
Number 11, Pirlo. Number 20, Ibrahimovic. Coming on the field, number 22, Platini. Number 10, Suarez.
And they've been given a corner.
Number 24, Makalele. Number 18, Pele.
Defending of the desperate variety. Distributed tidily, and he's quick to return it. And this is Gerrard. Otto puts them all in.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Rummenigge. Real chance! And that's a sharp finish. Into the lead once more. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to...
Platini! And there's a goal! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Looking for the run. Great defending, strong and determined. Not where it came from. Pele quietly revving up. Howson does well to get it back. Look at the space here. That's a sharp pass. Greenwood, and it's been played through. Well read, nice interception.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And that could set him on his way. Pele in the hunt and looking threatening. Can he get it through? Platini providing an outlet on that flank. It's a goal kick. And the referee brings it to a close. Thailand are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Bruno Fernandes is the modern-day Portuguese maestro, and I really like him for his character as well, something that's not picked up on very much. I see him as a player who always goes about his business with conviction and authority, and a proper leader.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Ibrahimovic. Pele with the cross. Getting up there! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Rummenigge is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
And they're quick to get it back. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Rummenigge. Oh, played right into his path. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Vieira calmly anticipates. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic gets flagged offside. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Looking for option. Can he finish? It's in! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Messi. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And here's Ibrahimovic. And it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. No, he's not going to get any further than that. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bruno Fernandes. Pirlo can see things others simply cannot. Neymar. Ibrahimovic. And a chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, super ball.
Thailand really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Forlan. Good ball, good take. And he's managed to get free. Oh, robust challenge. Corner number 2 then. Oh, important interception. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. So what can they make of this? And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Roberto Carlos has been caught there, it's a foul. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Forlan, he has a look up. And he's heaved it away. Now it's Pelé. And he's lost his man, it's Pelé! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Pelé is offering a right smile there.
They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. And he cuts out the supply. And this is Neymar. Ibrahimovic! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Looking for the run. Thuram cuts out the pass. That's beautifully weighted. Nesta has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Just past the 40th minute mark. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Pirlo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Elects to cross. Cannavaro clears it away, and that's really well manoeuvred.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Varane promptly onto that, and that is that. Lahm.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Ibrahimovic. Pelé. quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Thailand unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. The second half is up and running.
Thailand really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Roberto Carlos, and that's aimed into the Pele! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cleared away. And this is Messi. Big chance! And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Forlan. He's a sharp little ball here. It's Ibrahimovic! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That was superb goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Thailand are looking to go forward now. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Picked out brilliant, decent chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he's had it nicked away. Searching pass he's played there. Floated through. Thailand still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Ambitious ball here. That looks a cracking ball. And that has been knocked clear. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
A probing pass. Czech gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Oh, now he can run away with it. Rafael Varane. Thailand can't breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Just eases him off the ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And the shot! And it's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Substitution for Thailand, number 17.
So we have movement on both
Messi.
benches.
Number 18.
So they have it all to do again.
Number 11.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Rafael Varane
Number
produces
20,
the perfect tackle there.
Ibrahimovic.
Can he
On
get
the
it through?
field,
And that could set him on his way.
Platini. Number 10.
Oh, good line! And yes, it's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Thailand have their lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession.
There's the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And he hits the net. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
It's bounced back off the post. Not the most accurate pass. Nicely weighted ball. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Roberto Carlos. 5 minutes left on the clock. Makaleli, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. That has been slung wide. It's a goal kick. Pirlo. Vieira.
There will be 3
Best.
minutes added time.
And here's Eto'o. Zola is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Best. Roberto Carlos. And that will be the final act. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
Hello, everybody.
Luis
Quick
Suarez,
announcement now.
voted
We would like
man
to
of the
ask you all
match,
to
and
kindly stay
deservedly
seated during the
so.
match. Thank you for your cooperation.
The end of the game. Reflections?
What a game. What a show of character. It wasn't looking good at one stage. It was quite flat in the first 45 minutes. But that's how you turn things around. You get a purpose in your game and you go for it.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The excitement
match.
already palpable.
Manchester United against Thailand.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Silvestre has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Messi gets on his bike and on the move. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
De Jong, a probing pass. Neatly clipped into space. And he gets rid in a hurry. No goals as yet, but it has been pretty lively. Good ball, good take. Rummenigge.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And it's Gerrard. Pirlo gets a foot in here. Oh, that's a key interception. Rummenigge. Matthäus. Neymar. Swings in across. Gerrard! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well, played right into his path. Well read, nice interception. And here's Ibrahimovic. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lahm, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. Thuram. Now he's got space here. Gerrard. Approaching the half-hour mark. Ibrahimovic. Rummenigge. Ibrahimovic. Gerrard. Gerrard going forward. Now it's Forlan. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Matthäus. Passing is crisp and sharp. Chips it through. Now that looks a decent ball. He's found a way through. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Matthäus. Now it's Luis Suarez. Ibrahimovic. Knocks it out wide. Roberto Carlos. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Mateus really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. We badly need some help here. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
It's Ibrahimovic! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Nicely aimed pass. And here's Suarez. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Substitution for Manchester United. Messi.
Down to business again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Lahm spots it and intercepts. Not the most accurate pass. Played out to the left flank. Neymar in acres of space out wide. Chance! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
That's an imaginative pass. Decent chance! Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. No, he refuses to take the bait.
Manchester United have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Played out wide. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Referee has just said play on. Now, that's well seen too. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. More and more pressure on the ball here. Lahm ventures forward. And this is Luis Suarez. And he was alert to it. Cafu. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here. Luis Suarez! And he's really put himself on the line here. Thailand get their 4th corner. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Well, that's beautifully weighted. It's full on! Glorious! About as smooth as it gets. And the game has liftoff. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now it's Forlan. Oh, that's nice. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably. Thailand really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Neymar. Tar. De Jong. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. It's a pretty loose pass. It's an inviting looking ball, that. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Serginho. De Jong. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Looking for options for movement.
Thailand really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And this is Luis Suarez. Mateus. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Ferdinand coming on the field.
Zola is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Ambitious ball here. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Time is running out here.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Messi, nicely shaped ball. That looks a good ball through. Picked up, and a shot! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Such a good opportunity, Peter. I hope he doesn't end up regretting that miss.
Neymar. Dani Olmo. And the pass is intercepted. Ibrahimovic chasing after it. Oh, now he can run away with it. Suarez purring through the gears. Can he finish? Now that is commitment to the cause.
This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
3 minutes added time.
And the number on the board is 3. Now it's Dani Olmo. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Solar. And he's well positioned here. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This to be all square.
That is some save from Khan.
They want to be quick to recover this. And this is Messi. Can he finish? Well taken goal. We thought they were done, but never say never.
That was easy, almost.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started.
Giuseppe Bergami, certainly one of the fiercest opponents I've had the honour of facing.
Well, one of Italy's finest, and surely anyone's fiercest opponent. A master of everything defensive, Jim, and you, as you mentioned, faced him on the international stage.
Yeah, and his quiet and calm demeanour was the perfect disguise for that steely leadership. We knew we were in for a battle against him.
Pele going face-to-face with his great... Oh, he's having a go! They want to be... Oh, he's been caught napping! Flashes it across. Roberto Carlos clears it away. Looking tidy in possession here. And he's found the way... Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Cleared away. Roberto Carlos! It's their second corner of the game. Pirlo plays it short. In by Ibrahim. Oh, good effort! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Avispa Fukuoka are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Messi stood his ground strongly. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Messi. Thuram wins the duel this time. Now that looks a decent ball. Thailand leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. He's in a... Tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now he's off and running. Ferdinand calmly anticipates. And here's Ibrahimovic. Rummenigge. He'll try from distance! And the keeper could only will that wide of the post.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Now it's Messi, nicely spread. Showing great feet there. Nedved with the delivery. Oh, it's come loose. Nice bit of trickery. Nedved. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Rummenigge lays it forward. Pele. Now it's Luis Suarez. Roberto Carlos. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's picked it up out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nedved, foot in. Pele. Can he get it through? He's in a great position here. He is through here. Well, that's an excellent interception. Adriano. Now it's Messi. And this is Luis Suarez. Nedved. Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's managed to get free. Great ball, and he's in here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Baggio showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And this is Luis Suarez. Could be danger here. Oh, that's fabulous. That is a brilliant interception. Seedorf. Thailand are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Seedorf. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Fukuoka clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Seedorf. And it's Baggio. He can run onto that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And he's lost his man here. It's Ibrahimovic! Off the post! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Ibrahimovic clearly is very disappointed, but at least his boss is applauding him for his efforts. That's the kind of attacking endeavour they need.
Rafael Varane. Seedorf.
1 minute added time.
This is a promising build-up. Adrian shapes to shoot! Adriano! What a goal! A finish right from the top draw. They have... And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
For the benefit of anybody who has
Thailand are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Thailand clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Maldini spots it and intercepts. Seedorf has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Rummenigge, he's got away. Rafael Varane. Makalelu. Adriano. That's a lovely, neat pass. And this is Ibrahimovic. Rummenigge. Adriano. Messi. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now, he's got space here. Makalele makes the interception. Roberto Baggio. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Messi. No, he's not getting past him there. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Adriano. Messi.
The attendance for this match was 28,599.
Pele. Rummenigge, given the lift of his goal. Avispa Fukuoka appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Pele. Luis Suarez. Nedved. Messi. Adriano, looking to play him in. Van der Sar gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Rummenigge. And this is Luis Suarez. He's found some space. Oh, what a mistake! Ibrahimovic! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Roberto Carlos, deflected behind for a corner kick.
substitution on the field.
So, third corner of the game.
Baggio. Number 21, Adriano. Number 10, Messi. Coming on the field, number 25, Sola.
Luis Suarez!
Shevchenko. Number 22,
Avispa Fukuoka are looking to go forward now. Pass somewhat off target. Yeah, that's well seen too. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Luis Suarez. Platini. Luis Suarez. Big chance! And again. And that's a good finish. And they get themselves in front. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Thailand with the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
It's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Fukuoka really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
It's Luis Suarez! Now it's Seedorf. He can run onto that. Shevchenko! Makaleli. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Makaleli. Some really good ball movement. Now it's Luis Suarez. Nesta does well to get it back.
Thailand nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
He's looking wide. Now it's Roberto Carlos. He has found the way through. Played in, but terrific effort! Oh, off the bar! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Suarez at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
2 minutes to be added on. And that will be it. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Luis Suarez, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello, everybody,
The fans
and
have pulled out
welcome
all
to
the stops
today's
to make
match.
this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Well, they've got it again. Can he get on the end of this? Pele. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, that's a key interception. Pirlo. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Luis Suarez. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Swings in across. Engages and forces him off the ball. And this is Luis Suarez. Nagatomo can clear it away. Produces a cross. Oh, it's come loose. Cafu clears. And that has left him in a heap.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Aimed beyond the defence. Thailand have it back and can go again. Luis Suarez.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bullet in the hunt and looking threatening.
Hiroshima always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Messi. Now that's well seen too. And he thumps it clear. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's well spotted. Rafael Varane.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Rummenigge. Well, that has not gone well. Courtois getting this one clear.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Cafu got a long way forward to join the attack. And this... He's had a shot! Half an hour played now. Pele. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Rafael Varane is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, look at the space here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nicely spread. Space for him to turn and look. Nagatomo does really well to win the ball there. Crossed into the box. That is good alertness. Rummenigge. Now it's Luis Suarez. Can he get it through? And this is Luis Suarez. Messi. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Pepe is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And it's Roberto Carlos. Nagatomo. Nagatomo. He's picked his way through. Gullit. Chance for a shot! Messi gets it away. It's an early cross. Oh, that was vital. This might tries a shot! Goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
There will be one.
Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Thailand go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Thailand really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Gullit. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Threads one in. Not a hint of offside here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Crosses it in. And that is expertly dealt with. Looking for up. Can he finish? Goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Wonderfully smooth, smart, and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
Shot a goal! And that is wildly off target.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. Cross. Bullish header! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Rummenigge is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Roberto Carlos picks it up from the goal kick. Ibrahimovic chasing after it. Roberto Carlos has the space to scheme. Crossed in once more. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Knocks it into space. Messi.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances.
Bullet! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
No, that's been intercepted. It's a searching pass. Now it's Luis Suarez. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. He's in plenty of space here. It's Luis Suarez! And needless to say, that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Substitution.
Thailand choosing to make the first change. Thailand do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Kante with the foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Belletti. Looks across and plays it in. Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. Now it's Luis Suarez. That's been slipped through. But it is clear to see that... Oh, what a mistake! Nice interception, well timed. Rummenigge. And it's Varane. That's a cute ball. That's an excellent interception. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Well timed, excellent interception. Back to the keeper it goes. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nagatomo.
That was lovely, that.
Aimed at the far side. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Rummenigge. And here's Suarez. Now he's running away. Van der Sar gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Tries to pass it through. Oh, super find. Chance, surely! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic! About as smooth as it gets. And there he is, the epitome of enduring excellence. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Just real chance! And that's a good finish. And right near the end, we have parity. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another. That's just playing it safe and simple. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Platini. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Platini. Harrison kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's got plenty of space out wide here. There's the shot! Oh, and the referee says that that is it. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied.
Just a quick reminder today.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So straight into the action.
Well, Peter, there's a player on this pitch who's hard not to like. The smiling assassin, Ronaldinho. He always looks like he's having a good time, and it's mostly true because of his superb skill and imagination.
Yeah, just brilliant, isn't he? A different level.
Infectious.
Ibrahimovic. Baresi makes a dash for it. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nicely spread. Now it's Seedorf. Oh, that's neat. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's in a great position here. Oh, good effort! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. This is a promising build-up. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And a chance! He's scored! Ibrahimovic duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Gattuso. And here's Seedorf. Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rummenigge. Gattuso promptly onto that, and that is that.
That's going in strongly.
Played out to the left flank. Messi. He's being urged to shoot, and he's picked it up out wide.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch. Milan really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Kaka quietly revving up. Over to the right flank. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Nice bit of trickery. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's really good defending. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Shevchenko. Looking for the run. Pirlo. Rummenigge. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Messi purring through the gears. Goes for a shot! Pirlo is the team's great visionary. Now that looks a decent ball. And the through ball. He's picked his way through. Backward it goes. Oh, that was vital. Messi. Pele, who does have an assist to his name. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Shevchenko, and this is Ronaldinho. And this is Shevchenko, and here's Hullet, and he shoots! And again! And he's heaved it away.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And he's had it nicked away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against... Tries a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's hoisted clear. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Nicely shaped ball. Nice interception, well timed.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Oh, super ball! A probing pass. Oh, delightful ball. That's a good ball. Shevchenko! Oh, it's a beauty! About as smooth as it gets. AC Milan are... And that is all they have time for. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So there was the first half.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch with chances created at either end, but it has to be said neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Thailand are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Seedorf. Roberto Carlos. Just eases him off the ball. Pirlo. Pele. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's having a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Simplicity itself.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And it's Kaká. Ronaldinho gets into a good position. Pele. Ibrahimovic. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. Rummenigge unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's there to make the challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And here's Messi. Can he get it through? Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Ronaldinho. Now it's Kaká. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Kaká. Kaká really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Kaká. And it's Seedorf. Now, can they get him away? And he's in on goal! Oh, shooting chance! And that's a sharp finish! It's level again! What a match we have!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, the keeper's clearly not happy, Peter. The least his defence could have done was go to the danger, and that was decidedly lacking.
And yes, it's him again. So again, we have parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, this looks sharp. Seedorf. Messi.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Hullet. And here's Ronaldinho. And here's Kaká. Shoots! Goal! Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Sostituzione per il Milan, numero 80.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Milan with the lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Cambio di giocatori.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Shevchenko. Doesn't quite get there. And it's Varane. And he's worked it through. And that's a shot at goal! And a neat finish! What an incredible feat! A legendary feat! 200 wasn't enough, nor 300. Now he hits 400. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. It's Rui Costa! Oh, no. That could be a costly miss.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Pirlo plays it short. Takes a shot! It's a loose ball. And he's what? Decent chance! Goal! Milan! Into the lead once more. Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Milan look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question, how long is there left, including stoppages?
Oh, strongly challenged there. Well, we expected better, and so did he. So, what can they make of this? 4 added minutes on the board. Lahm cuts it out. Serginho. Turns back here, probably the best option. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Thailand played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that...